So today I'm cooking salmon. And if your family is like my family, they love salmon. And so usually we love grilled salmon. And it was an issue cooking grilled salmon when my girls were younger because they didn't eat that much. They could share one slice between the two of them. But my girls are teenagers, they play sports, and they've got a bigger appetite. They want at least 2 pieces of salmon. My husband wants 2 pieces of salmon. I may want 2 slices of salmon. So I'm at the stove just cooking all this salmon. And it just took too long. So now I bake the salmon. And it's done in no time. And we've even got leftovers for the next day. So y'all, I'm gonna call this Get Your Mama Out the Kitchen Salmon. Because mama, you ain't got to be at the stove grilling and cooking salmon for however long. Just season that bad boy up, throw it in the oven, and bam, you got your quick weeknight meal. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, so first you want to take the salmon and rinse it off. So that's what I'm gonna do. Always rinse any meats that I buy. I always rinse it off, except like hamburger. I wouldn't necessarily rinse. You wouldn't rinse that off. And I say that, you're like, girl, who would rinse off hamburger? Trust me, you would be surprised at the things that people will do that'll make you laugh. But yeah, any meat that I get, I'm always gonna rinse it off. I'm gonna do that and stick it in my pan. Oh y'all, and I always use these disposable pans for anything for a lot of stuff, but especially anything that I'm baking. I'm always gonna use a disposable pan. So we're gonna rinse that off, shake it off a little bit, sit it in my pan. All right, y'all, so now that we've got it rinsed off, now we can season it. So I like seasoned salt. I don't like to put like too much. You kind of want to you want the flavor of the salmon to stay. So you want enough that it's tasty, but you don't want to like overdo it. Seasoned salt, a little black pepper, a little garlic powder. So now I'm gonna flip it over. And now I can do the other side. And this is like a real easy, quick meal, and it's light. During the week, I usually try to eat, let my family eat light. We usually do not eat out during the week if I can help it. So yeah, this is a good one, and I'll probably just serve this with like a salad. So what you want to do is, I like to rub it, and I rub it because if you don't, like, you may have like a clump of seasoning just sitting in one spot, and that's not a good experience. You take a bite into that and you got just one clump of seasoning. So rub it in. So then get you some butter. I take butter, and I've got salted butter, but salted or unsalted, either one would be fine. And I'm just gonna sit this on top. And y'all, I've already got my oven on 350. And if you, I mean, I never really measure anything, and I also like with stuff like this, like I'm gonna time it so I can tell you. But with this, you can't really always use like the same time, because a larger piece of salmon may need to cook a little bit longer than a smaller piece and vice versa, you know, so. But, so I've got this ready to go in my oven. All right, so I've got my salmon seasoned and ready to go in my oven. I've got my oven preheated to 350. So I'm gonna put this in here. And I normally just cook it until like the whole salmon is like a lighter shade of pink. I'm gonna time it for you all, but I usually don't time it. Just usually when it turns that lighter shade of pink, I know that it's done. And when it gets like that, when it's done, then I'll broil it for a few minutes. All right, y'all, so it's been 15 minutes and it is done. So when it looks like this, it's done. So right now I'm gonna broil it for a few minutes so we can brown it off. Ready for the broiler. So once you start broiling it, you want to watch it. So I had to take mine from the top shelf and put it on the bottom shelf because the butter started to burn. But it's almost ready.